Hi, welcome to the farm. In this video, we're going to show you 3 of our favorite meals from the larder and the root cellar. Well, it's January, and last year we did participate officially in the 3 Rivers Pantry Challenge. But this year we didn't, mainly because this is how we eat a lot of the time. We eat from things that we've preserved on the farm. So today, instead of showing you all the things we're going to eat from the pantry, we're going to hone in on our favorite 3. And probably our #1 favorite is beef stroganoff. So the first thing I have to do is get a jar of beef stroganoff. And if you've never watched any of our other videos, this is our larder, which is the basement of our 1840 farmhouse, where I keep all my canned goods. And then there's another level of the root cellar where I keep some of the root vegetables. So beef stroganoff. Oh, holy cow. We only have 2 jars left. So it's time to make more beef stroganoff. But this is such a wonderful meal, and it's so simple when you have it canned. So, and I think we'll do a little bit of applesauce with this. That sound good?
Sounds good.
Well, as you can see, we had a good apple harvest this year. We have a plethora of applesauce. So dear, do you feel like applesauce red raspberry, cinnamon raisin applesauce, or tart and chunky applesauce?
Actually, cinnamon raisin if we still have some.
Cinnamon raisin applesauce.
Sounds good.
Okay, this and a salad, and we'll be good to go.
All right.
This one's so handy because we love beef stroganoff, but to make it can be pretty involved. Whereas when you can a bunch, it's one day, you're making a mess, doing it all. Then the next time you want beef stroganoff, it's ready pretty quick. And it's just a matter of getting the noodles cooked and then heating up the beef stroganoff. And if nobody has ever seen these things, this is great for opening canning jars. I love it. So I'm going to pour.
So why do you love it? What happens if you don't have
Well,
that?
sometimes just with a little thing, we've already cracked jars.
Oh.
Not often, but enough that I don't want to do it. So it's what it's designed for. It just really works well. Now all of our kids and in-laws, everybody has one. So I'm going to put a little bit of flour in this just to get a little bit thickened up.
All right, let me come up there and look.
So I'll put in about 2 tablespoons of flour. And that's personal preference, depending how thick you want it to be. But it's just a matter of heating it up, getting the noodles cooked, and once it's done, I put a little bit of sour cream in here. Well, sometimes a lot of sour cream. Now, the next time I can it, I'm going to try something that a viewer recommended. We love the mushrooms. That's one of the best parts. And she suggested actually cooking the mushroom. Usually this is raw pack. You just stick the beef, mushrooms, everything in, and can it, and that cooks it. But I want to try cooking the mushrooms first because they get smaller when you cook them. You can get more mushrooms in every jar.
More mushrooms works for me.
Yeah, so it would be more mushroomy beef stroganoff, and that works for me. So now let's just get this heated up.
I'm getting hungry already.
It smells amazing. It really is our favorite. And I gotta make some more of it. Now that it's warmed up and the noodles are just about done, time to stir in some yummy sour cream. Oh, that makes it. Drain the noodles and we're ready to eat. So a delicious meal from the larder or the pantry in about 10 minutes. You can't beat it. So the beef is ours, the applesauce is ours for our apples. Unfortunately, the salad is not. I did not get greens really going strong before winter. I need to have greens growing in the tunnel every year, but that was a fail this year.
Fast meal, and it's excellent. I think it's one of my favorites.
I know, it really is.
Probably the only meal that's faster than this one is the
beef stew.
Yeah.
That didn't quite make our list, but it's a close.
It was on the honorable mention list.
But that's just dump, heat, and eat.
Yeah.
So, now the one thing we're having for dessert then too is from the farm. We're going to have some apple crisp for dessert. We're still eating some apples that are left over from the orchard.
That'll be good. And this will be lunch tomorrow too, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. We usually get 2 meals out of it. We have dinner, and then I'll mix the rest all together, the noodles and the beef stroganoff, put it in the fridge. There's lunch.
There you go.
It's a win-win-win.
Well, this is going to be an awesome video because I'm going to enjoy all 3 meals.
Well, as soon as we eat them, I got to go out and tuck the chickens in.
And I have to feed the cows. So here we go. It's as good as I remember.
It is delicious.
Yeah. I can't wait to try it with your modification.
With extra mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be even better. Oh. All right, so you ready for number 2 favorite? It's French onion soup. I love it. Let's go get it. All I have left in French onion soup are pints, but that'll be enough for 1 meal for us. But that only leaves me with 6 pints. And I had a ton of it because 2 years ago we had a huge onion harvest. So I made a boatload of French onion soup. Now we're getting low, so I need to get a lot of onions this year so I can replenish my stock. French onion soup, here we go.
Sounds good.
Another easy dinner. Pop it open, heat it up, and while it's heating, I have to grate some Gruyere cheese, Gruyere, I think that's how it's pronounced, and get the oven ready to broil.
You know, a lot of people use different cheeses on top. I think if you look at what the official cheese is, it's that one.
I think that's what they usually recommend, but a lot of times we don't have this. We just use mozzarella, and it tastes pretty good to me.
And some people use provolone. And,
yeah, provolone's a common one too.
Yeah. I think it's just according to taste.
Well, and I think traditionally you would have a piece of Italian bread or some type of a hard bread on top. We don't have that, so we usually use croutons. Croutons work great, just floating on the top, cheese melted over the top. Works great for farmers.
I think Ruby likes that kind of cheese too.
Ruby likes any kind of cheese.
Yeah.
Ruby likes anything she thinks is food, right?
You know, it's funny when you just open up cheese, a lot of them really don't smell very good, do they?
This one really doesn't smell good. Hope it tastes better than it smells. I think it will. I know you want to test it, but you can't, sorry. The soup is heated up, and I'm going to pour it into some soup crocks. And these, we love these. We've had these for years, and they're oven safe because what I have to do is put the soup in, sprinkle some croutons on, sprinkle the cheese on, and broil it to get the cheese nice and melty and brown. That's the good part. I really do hope we get onions this year, a lot of onions. Last year was good, but not great. We need a great year. All right, so soup's in. Sprinkle some croutons over the top. Now, I like a lot of croutons. He doesn't like quite as many. How many croutons do you want in yours there, dear? More than that?
Oh, a moderate amount.
He always says that, moderate. There, that's what you're getting. Okay, and then I'll sprinkle the cheese on the top. Oh, we need all that cheese. You want it enough that it'll melt real nice and brown, but not burn. Okay.
Do you bake it or broil it?
Broil it. The soup is already heated up, so it's just mainly to melt the cheese and cook the cheese a little bit. And I put it on this tray. Number one, it's easier to get it out of the oven than put in the crocks, and I think it's probably safer. And I do it in the top oven because it's real close to the broiler. Okay, now we just have to wait.
Tell me something, can you broil in both of those or just the top one?
Both of them.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Doesn't that look good?
Oh, yeah.
Yum.
Yeah, they're bubbling away.
They're going to be hot. Now, when I put them on the counter, I usually put a hot pot underneath because these bowls are pretty toasty. So, yum, yum, yum.
Ooh, it looks good.
Hot.
How long are we gonna have to wait?
Just a few minutes for it to cool down a little bit. We don't want to burn our mouth on the cheese.
Okay, so we're gonna eat some beets?
Yeah, I have some roasted beets. And these actually weren't from last year. They were from the year before.
Okay.
Because remember, the rabbits ate my beet tops off this year.
And some apricots?
Yeah, they're not ours, but we do love apricots, and we have quite a few apricot trees in the garden. So hopefully next year I'll get a ton of apricots. Last year I used them all just to eat fresh and to make some jam.
We didn't have enough left over to dry them.
No, so I'm hoping I can dry some next year. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
But the beets are ours. I love roasted beets with just a little bit of goat cheese.
Now, you know, before I met you, I never had beets.
Really?
No. And,
Oh, my word.
We'd have them at school lunches. And I thought, I'm not eating those things, whatever. But so you taught me how to enjoy beets. Now I enjoy them.
Teach you how to enjoy the finer things in life.
Absolutely. So it's an acquired taste for me.
I guess. I made a beet salad once. It was really good with raw beets. That was good.
Now, you know, at school they didn't have, you know, the cheese with it. So the goat cheese really makes it. Not everybody likes goat cheese, though. I love it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We both love it. And with beets, to me, it's a perfect thing.
Yeah.
And we do both love olives. We have some olives here.
I think I like more cheeses than what you do. You're
think
not
so.
a big fan of soft cheeses, are you?
No, not all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I haven't developed a taste for brie. Yeah.
Brie's a fun cheese because you can put so many things with it. It's a great flavor. Yeah, this is just terrific. I don't know why I didn't eat, you know, beets before.
I don't know. Look what you were missing.
Smell.
wait.
It smells good.
Yeah.
It didn't smell good when you first opened
No,
the
but
package.
it smells really good now that it's broiled.
Yeah. Good. You know, we had a productive day today, didn't we?
Yeah, yesterday and today. Yeah. Wintertime, I get in the mood to organize.
Yeah. And she started organizing in the closet and realized there were a couple projects there that we hadn't finished yet. So off to the lumber yard and got it done in one day.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in an old farmhouse, a lot of times there are not closets. They did build a little closet into the bedroom, but it's not a big
small.
closet.
That's one of the biggest adjustments coming from the suburban to a farmhouse.
Yeah,
getting
suburban, we had a nice
closets.
big walk-in closet for each of us. Now we're crammed in this little one.
Although I don't need as many clothes
No,
as
now that
when
you're
I
not
was
working.
working.
No.
Yeah.
But we do make use of every inch of space.
All right. Do
Think
we
we're
think
ready
it's
here?
ready to go?
I think. We'll see if we burn our mouth or not.
Okay.
Too impatient to wait. Okay, the cheese might have smelled funky. It tastes amazing.
It sure does. No
Oh,
wonder. No wonder they use this with it. It's a perfect match.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is very good. So, another simple meal from the larder.
Yeah. And you know, in the wintertime, we're burning fewer calories than the summer, so we try to eat a little lighter.
Try to.
Yeah.
Doesn't always work. Now, we are having a light dessert. We're just going to have blueberries with whipped cream on top. And they're not our blueberries, wrong time of year, but we can't seem to grow blueberries. But I am trying to get honeyberries started.
Yeah.
So hopefully next year it'll be our honeyberries with some whipped cream on. We'll see.
Great.
For meal number 3, we're going to have to get out of the root cellar. Come on down, I'll show you what we're going to have tonight. Okay, tonight we're having spaghetti squash. Might not sound exciting, but what you do with it can make it delicious. So now I have to grab some Italian pasta sauce on the way up to the kitchen and we'll get working. I'm going to grab some Italian sauce for it, and I can see I'm going to soon be making that too. It's going pretty fast. Luckily, I still have 10 bags of frozen tomatoes in the freezer, so one of these days I'm going to be making a lot more pasta sauce. So now let's get to work. First thing I have to do is get this baby roasted, and it's a big one. Now, if you've ever tried to cut a spaghetti squash, they are hard to cut. They're very hard. So to do it, make it a little bit easier, I'm going to actually poke it with a fork a couple times and microwave it for like 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes and get it just a little bit softer so I can cut it without cutting my arm off. I decided to let muscles cut the spaghetti squash. Go to it, babe.
So if it goes badly, you don't mind if I look foolish here.
I did it for like 4.5 minutes, so it's definitely softer than it was to start with, but it's still tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
So you're more patient about this kind of stuff. I tend to get too hurried and then I get careless.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the bigger ones we've had.
That is one of the biggest. And I didn't get nearly as many of those this year as I wanted.
Yeah.
It just was not a great year for spaghetti squash. So next year I hope to get a lot of those. There's a couple things I need to get a lot of next year. Ooh, nice spaghetti squash.
Looks good.
First thing I have to do is get all the seeds out of the middle and then get it ready to roast. And you can roast these seeds and eat them, but my chickens enjoy them so much, I'm just going to give them to the chickens. They're all cleaned out. Now I'm going to put some olive oil on them and a little bit of salt and pepper.
You know, as hard as they are, it's difficult for me to believe that they're going to be tasty in, what, a half hour?
That's maybe like 45 minutes to an hour for one this big.
Okay.
I always start them plenty early because I never know how long it's going to take. But big ones definitely take a longer time than small ones. So there I got the olive oil spread around. A little bit of salt and pepper.
The salt shaker seems a little bit clogged here.
No, it's just little tiny salt.
Okay.
You don't want that much because I'll be flavoring it when I put the sauce and stuff on, just to give it a little bit of something. Okay, you actually put it face down on a cookie tray. And it's going in the oven at 375. We'll see how long it takes. Now we just have to wait. All right, spaghetti squash is nice and tender. I poked it with a fork and it feels nice and tender. Now, while that's cooling off a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and get the sauce heated up. Our wonderful Italian sauce made with our tomatoes. And our onions and our garlic, our everything. Okay. Whoops. I need to do more of this sauce in pints. We don't always need a quart of it. So I need to do a few more in pints. So we're going to get this warmed up, and I'm going to chop up some pepperoni to put in it. I like it with pepperoni. I think we have some. So why is it called spaghetti squash? Because when you just go over it with a fork like that, it comes out looking like spaghetti. So I will just pull all this out of here with a fork and a spoon, put it in a bowl, and when the sauce is ready, we're ready to eat. And I don't have pepperoni, so it's going to be plain old sauce. I mean, this you can make with pepperoni, mushrooms, you could put anything you want in there.
Well, anything that you like with your spaghetti.
Yeah, yeah. Now, we also make a version that's Greek. I do it with gazebo room, Kalamata olives, and feta cheese.
Okay, gazebo room I think is a regional dressing.
Oh yeah, what's a Greek dressing?
Yeah.
But that makes a really good spaghetti squash. And sometimes I just have it with butter and Parmesan cheese. It's just good. It just takes the place of pasta. So these are really hot, so I got to be careful not to burn myself. But tell me, that looks like spaghetti, doesn't it? Good old spaghetti squash.
You know, I didn't always like this.
I know. I've taught him to eat all kinds of things. He's really learned to appreciate this and round zucchinis, stuffed round zucchinis. They're delicious.
Everything in the squash world was kind of a... I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it, you know? But I've learned you can do so many interesting things with it.
One thing I need to be making a lot of is butternut squash. We have a million of them down in the root cellar, so I'm going to be making every kind of butternut squash recipe known to man. I made one last week that was like almost like an Indian type. It was really good. So I'm going to experiment with all kinds. Ready to taste your spaghetti squash?
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, this really is like a blank canvas. It becomes whatever you put on it.
Yeah.
And what I'll do in the next couple of days, I'll keep that spaghetti squash plain. I'm not going to put all the sauce on it. I'll keep the sauce separate, because then tomorrow for lunch, we could have Italian spaghetti squash. We could have Greek, whatever we want to put on it, we can put on it.
I always appreciate the Italian and the tomatoes, but when you have a lot of pasta, sometimes you feel heavy.
Yeah.
And I don't digest it as well or sleep as well on heavy pasta than I do with this.
And if you're trying to go low carb, spaghetti squash is a great substitute for pasta. And it really is good. It just depends what you put on it. So did you like our 3 meals? And we did mention in the beginning that beef stew is an honorable mention, because I do really like it. It's just beef, carrots, potatoes, you know, and spices and stuff. But seriously, you forget to make dinner, all you have to do is heat it up.
It's the easiest and the fastest.
Yeah, and it's really tasty.
Yeah.
So I need to make some more of that too. I have a lot of canning to do in the next couple weeks. So.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us for our 3 favorite pantry meals, and we will see you in our next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.